are back again for Pwnage Olympics Week 2, the funniest Pwnage video. And this time around we're pwning a man that never fails to bring the fail. It's the one, the only, Gorilla 199. In his video, NWO, Sex Control, Operation Demon Possession. The title makes me laugh, and gives me a bit of a boner, but I'm into weird shit.
What is the last thing you would expect the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Tears, the enemy, the Satans, what would be the last thing you would expect these people to think of in order to corrupt us and to destroy our salvation?
The last thing? How about this? 3 tons of jelly-filled donuts that upon closer inspection, and by closer inspection I mean after we've eaten about 1.5 tons of them, are not actually filled with jelly, but are in fact filled with the jizz of the extinct dodo bird. Scientists working with the jizz will eventually figure out a way to clone the dodo bird and reintroduce it back into the population, thus lowering the average intelligence of the species on this planet by a considerable margin, thus creating a cascade effect, a chain reaction in which average intelligence drops further and further and further to the point where Glenn Beck is considered quite smart. How about that? Would that be the last thing you'd expect? I bet it wasn't on your mind. I'm sorry, it's... Not only do you believe this bullshit about lizard people, but these wacky conspiracies you're coming up with... Have you ever actually seen a lizard person? I mean, seriously. These leaps of logic seem to be... Sorry, stuck in my throat. Seem to be kind of far for someone who hasn't even fucking seen one of these things.
In the end days, it shall be as in the days of Noah.
Look at that. It's not even raining outside.
And in those days, everyone was corrupt. They were perverted, and all flesh had been mixed together.
What the hell does that even mean? What is that, like interracial sex or something?
Dinosaurs walked the earth in those days. Read the book of Jasher and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, I once saw a documentary on the subject of human beings living with dinosaurs. It leads me to believe the book of Joshua could be called into question.
Now the thing is, how are they going to make us all sexually perverted? And suddenly something just dawned on me.
Richard the Dick Coughlin, 666. It all makes sense now, think about it. The only way a being so sensuously gorgeous as Richard the Dick Coughlin could exist on this planet is if he was created in a lab by the NWO to bend our sexuality to his very will. No man, woman, or circus chimp could resist his charms. Just look at him. Are you getting hot? I know I am. If you're not getting hot, there's something seriously wrong with you. And no, I am not kissing up to Coughlin just to win the award. I'm not!
There are certain chemicals known as pheromones. And there used to be a very famous brand name product which is no longer being made, and it was called...
What the hell is that? Name censored? What the fuck are you... A famous brand name product? I'm not gonna tell you what it is? How is it censored? Are you a lizard person? Are you a tear? Are you a Freemason? Are you just keeping this a secret, or what? Why would you claim to know this jaw-dropping secret, make a video about it, and not tell us what it is?
And apparently this stuff was incredible. It attracted women, it attracted men. It was made from the saliva of boars.
I have very low standards. In fact, I'll hook up with almost anything that can stand my presence for more than 15 consecutive seconds. I will not hit on a girl doused in boar spit.
And then suddenly it was just taken off the market, just vanished, just disappeared.
Maybe it had something to do with the fact that it was made from boar spit.
And then it turns out that this concoction, this pheromone, was from a recipe that was in a book by Aleister Crowley.
I'm sure he had a recipe for spaghetti sauce written down somewhere. That doesn't make it from Satan.
If you spray the whole world with pheromones, which make people not just sexually receptive, but sexually rampant.
I haven't been laid in 2 years. The fuck, man? If there is some kind of weird pheromone that makes people go crazy and fuck anything that moves, I want it spread through the air supply.
And it's very easy to spray pheromones from aeroplanes.
No, it's not. Go to the store. One that isn't run by Freemasons or terrorists. Oh, wait, that's all of them. Never mind. Anyway, go to the store and pick yourself out a bottle of cologne. Test it a little. Spray it. Now imagine how that would affect you, that little squirt, from thousands of miles up in the air. I mean, even if you had a lot of this shit and you're just constantly pumping it into the atmosphere, it's still going to dissipate. It's not going to... You would have to fucking crop dust us with the sex pheromone daily for this to take any effect. You can't hide that. People would fucking notice freaking planes going around crop dusting us in this weird shit, like, oh, well, every time a plane flies overhead for some strange reason, I want to fuck everything. I mean, people would notice that. Even on the standard of crazy that you come up with, this is extra crazy. You have out-crazied yourself, good sir.
Especially if you want to bring in a time of peace and love, so to speak, like they did in the hippie era, but this time with everyone under drug-induced sexual control.
How does this work as a method of control? Getting everyone horny? That doesn't help. In fact, that's kind of counterproductive if you want to control everyone. I mean, who are the most horny people in the world? Teenagers. Are they famous for their control? Are they famous for their restraint? Fuck no! If you gave a guy 10,000 boxes of Viagra, he's not going to be a good subject in a world control system. He's just going to be out trying to fuck everything, constantly. You know, everything from, bar sluts, cheerleaders, pedestrians, old ladies, his dog, a doorknob, whatever. It's just... this isn't helpful. And I thought the New World Order was trying to lower our population through poisoning the water supply for some reason. Isn't this counterproductive? How can you want a lower population while we're constantly fucking? It doesn't work like that. I mean, do I have to explain where babies come from? Anyway, before I start fail hemorrhaging, I'm going to sign out. Sardonic Skeptic, cheers.